Welcome to Three Lame Guys. I'm lame guy number 1. Jared's lame guy number 2. TJ, not because he didn't try, is lame guy number 3. We are here to talk about things. But you know what? I decided that there's not much going on in the world today. So let's play a little word association, boys.
Oh boy.
I'm going to give you a word or phrase, and you just tell me what comes to mind. And then I'll tell you the correct answer. I know that's not how word association goes, but it's how this one's going to go because, that's just what I wanted to do. So I'll start it off, and you know what? Gentlemanly, since he was I think Jared needs to start this one off.
Okay.
Jared, you could be the first one. And your word or words or phrase is the following. Hawk Tuah. What comes to mind when you hear Hawk Tuah?
Actually, the first thing that pops in my mind, which is, it's not a phrase, and I wish I could mimic it and pull it up, but I saw one of them mashups. It was on Instagram Reels. It was is Du Hast, and it was the intro to that, just this whole building up, and then two Hawk. Or Hawk Tuah, yeah, and then at the very end of it, it breaks into the main riff, and I'm like, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, so I don't know if that counts or not because y'all
That
can't.
That can count.
That can count.
TJ, what comes to mind when you hear Hawk Tuah?
It's so sad this world has come to this, but I will say, kind of along the lines of what Jared was talking about, it was Tim McGraw's song, I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Hawk Tuah.
I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Hawk Tuah. My baby, she's a Chippewa, she's a one of a kind.
I mean, you both are more or less right in that, and more so than what you may ever know. So, Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing, is a currently trending meme / father's worst nightmare coming out of Father's Day weekend. If you haven't seen the Hawk Tuah girl, I don't know where you've been, but you need to get out there, and you need to see her spit on that thing. So what we have is a video of a young woman. And she is asked a question. Actually, you know what? We'll just play the video.
Roll the footage. Roll the footage.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
You get me?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull up some memes about the Hawk Tuah girl. So you guys are really close. And there's a song mashup that you didn't name that I have ready to go that I'm very excited to show you. But
Can we just take a second and just thank the internet for all the fun that this has caused over the past week?
Oh yes.
It's been a fascinating time in women empowerment in the last month or so, because before Hawk Tuah,
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah.
she is so into that.
Yeah.
Before, and she might be so into that.
She's also looks to be very, very drunk.
That's fine.
That's fine. Sometimes
To Hawk Tuah, you gotta be drunk sometimes.
drunk girls can still spit.
Oh, God. So this is what I was saying. We've had an interesting month in women empowerment because before we were Hawk Tuahing, there was a lady enjoying herself at the Edmonton Oilers playoff game where she got so excited that she done lifted her shirt, showed the world some massive, beautiful mounds of flesh. And it's one of these things where it's like, man, are these individuals going to look back one day on the internet and say, ooh,
whoops,
shouldn't have done that.
I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
I think we're at a point on the internet where nobody looks back at the internet and says, I shouldn't have done that.
I mean, that's also a very valid thing. Like, have we crossed the Mendoza line of where people stop to have, like, because, like, you know, there was a time where, you know, Woodstock and maybe even like the 80s, 70s, 90s, you had people going back and like looking like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. Now, the I can't believe I did that might be the third thing that they've done on film in their lifetime that's now stored on the internet. And yeah, maybe they just don't care. I got my children. I hope I don't leave you a Hawk Tuah in the future. So when I'm dead, my grandchildren aren't looking and be like, why is Papa Hawk Tuah? Because like she just said her thing. She felt conviction.
Yeah.
Listen, I've never had that much sincerity and conviction in anything I've said in like the last year.
And
so
she was quick with it too. Like she didn't have to go, what is one thing? No, she was like, I'll tell you.
She has a southern twang. I think she's from Tennessee. Because the internet is awful and have already
tracked her down.
This poor woman. But it's one of those things where it's like she's gonna get some interesting marriage proposals.
Yeah.
But boys. Here we have Triple H and Hawk Tuah given the patented Triple H spit in one of the best uses of AI and online imagery.
Yeah.
We got LA Knight with Hawk Tuah girl. Let me Hawk to you. We have Hulu and Hawk Tuah, or Netflix and chill. Which would she rather do? You know, good for Hulu.
Good for Hulu. Hulu gets
Hulu and Hawk Tuah.
That's gonna be a new thing.
I mean, I can tell you which one I'm picking. Hawk Tuah Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hawk Tuah Matata. Ain't no passing craze. It means spit on that thing for the rest of your days. Nathan Lane, get on that.
Yes.
Hawk Tuah and then get on that.
Yeah.
Here's the OG Hawk Tuah girl.
OG Hawk Tuah girl.
And if you are under the age of however old I am, that is Monica Lewinsky and a former president, Bill Clinton. Go into Wikipedia and type either of their names, and you'll understand.
You'll understand why that joke is there. For more of our astute followers, you know.
Could you explain the definition of hawk?
It depends on what the definition of hawk is.
What's Tuah mean, girl? What's Tuah mean? My face after she gives me that Hawk Tuah and spits on that thing. All right. Here's my mashup song for you boys.
Alrighty.
Every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk. Hawk. Hawk.
Every time.
And I feel like woohoo.
Now, sad thing is, I'm going to hear that song sometime next week, and I'm immediately going to think of that.
Man, I love the internet sometimes. Sometimes the internet is so pure.
It's the gift
sometimes
that keeps
it's
on
awful.
giving.
Sometimes it's awful. This has been a good moment, though. This has been a good moment. If you disagree and or you are Hawk Tuah's father, or potential future boyfriend, husband, girlfriend, no, because well,
you never know.
I mean,
there could be a Hawk Tuah in there.
She just said
there
spit on that thing.
There could be.
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah.
Hey, progressive. And much like insurance, we're running out of here because your premiums are too damn high. We have been three lame guys. That has been Hawk Tuah. And we hope that you spit on that thing, aka like the video and subscribe to our channel, because it can only get better. It can get worse.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Hawk Tuah.